In this video, we are going to create a map zone and use the map zone while creating a delivery ticket. The two most common ways to use map zones are to auto-assign a driver to a delivery ticket based on the delivery address, and the second way is to apply a delivery fee for deliveries that fall within the delivery zone. Click on the radar-looking icon toward the top right of the page. Let's first create a driver zone. I suggest giving it a name using the driver's name so it's easier to recognize later. Then select the driver that we want to assign the zone to. Next, let's draw a zone on the map using the polygon tool. To make it easy, I'm going to create a zone in Scottsdale, so later we just have to type in Scottsdale address to pull up the zone when creating a new delivery ticket. Here's the polygon tool here. Then click Submit. We can superimpose the zone we just created by clicking on the Driver Zones button. As you can see, when we click on the zone, here's the driver we just assigned this zone to. Let's clear the zones from the map. Next, let's create a delivery zone. Click on the zone icon again. Select the delivery option. Give the zone a name. To make this easy, let's just give it a name of the territory that we will assign this zone to. Next, let's choose a color so that we can easily identify the zone on the map. We didn't need to select a color for the driver zone because the driver zone uses the driver's assigned color for the zone. Next, let's assign a delivery fee to this zone. We're going to assign $20. So this way, when a delivery ticket is created in the future that has a delivery address that falls within this zone, the delivery fee will be applied. Let's draw the zone. Then click Submit. Let's superimpose this zone onto the map. We can superimpose both zones on the map if we wish. Now that we've created a couple of map zones, let's put them to use. Before we start using the map zones, let's make sure the delivery ticket lookup options are enabled in the settings. Click on Settings from the main menu. So it looks like they're enabled, but by default, you'll see these are switched to off. What you want to do is you want to switch delivery zones and driver zones to on if you're using both of them, and then click Save Settings. And what this will do is when you look up a delivery address in the Add New Ticket form right here, it will trigger a delivery or driver zone as long as you have these enabled. You can just enable driver zones if you just want to enable driver zones, or delivery zones if you just want to use delivery zones. Next, let's create a delivery ticket. So this is the dashboard map we have with a few example tickets we've already created. This driver right here is en route to Rob, Claire Jenkins. You can see Claire's color right here matches up with the color on the map. You can see the route drawn out for Claire, and this is the delivery destination for Claire, and her delivery is Rob. You can also see that she's 24 minutes away from her delivery. Now these are just set up as examples, but let's get back to creating a new delivery ticket to test out these map zones we just created. Click on Add New Ticket from the top. So let's just fill out the minimum amount of fields to create this delivery ticket. I'm going to type in a Scottsdale address so that we can trigger the driver zone. As you can see toward the top right, the driver zone is superimposed onto the map, showing the delivery address with a green marker. Down here you'll recognize our delivery zone, and you can see that this picture of John Jones, our driver, has been added to this delivery ticket. It says the address you selected is within John Jones' zone and has been assigned to John Jones. You'll also notice down at the bottom of this form that the team John Jones is in, the A team, and the driver John Jones has been automatically selected and added to this form. This makes it really easy to auto-assign delivery drivers to territories, and if the delivery destination falls within that driver's territory, the delivery ticket will be automatically assigned to the driver. Let's click Submit. Now let's create a new delivery ticket that will trigger the delivery zone. Click on Add New Ticket toward the top. Again, let's just fill in the minimum number of fields. The delivery zone was in Chandler, so let's just type in Chandler to find a address in Chandler. And as you can see, the marker for the delivery address in Chandler here, it just must have found the center of Chandler, Arizona, and added the marker. And you can see behind it is the delivery zone we created earlier. You can also see down below here, the address you selected is within a delivery zone that charges a $20 delivery fee, which has been added to this ticket. Now, if we click on Order Details toward the top, we can see that a $20 delivery fee has been added to this ticket, and you can see that the total due is $20. In a different video tutorial, we will go over the product manager and how to add products to your delivery tickets, which are searchable and which can be provided to the delivery driver so the delivery driver knows what to deliver. Just look for the video tutorial labeled Product Manager. Let's select a delivery driver. This time, let's select Claire Jenkins. And as you can see, here's the delivery ticket we created down below, Mark Smith. And if we click on delivery zones to superimpose the delivery zone onto the map, we can see that that falls within the polygon we drew earlier. You'll notice this marker is blue because we assigned this to Claire Jenkins, which is one of our delivery drivers who has the color blue assigned to her. You also see here is Claire up here, and she is actually currently en route to a delivery for Rob Thomas. Our driver zone that we triggered earlier is within this cluster right here. So if we superimpose the driver zones onto the map, we'll notice that the marker falls within the driver zone that we created earlier on. We can manage the map zones by clicking on the Manage Map Zones button. From the drop-down menu, let's select a map zone. From here, we can edit the details of the zone, or we can delete the zone entirely by clicking on the red Delete Zone button toward the bottom. We have created 2 new delivery tickets so far using the delivery map zone and a driver map zone. So now let's say we want to create a second driver zone. Let's go ahead and close out of here and click on the radar looking icon toward the top right and click on driver. Now, let's say we want to create a second driver zone, but we don't want that driver zone to collide or interfere with the other map zones that we've created, or rather the driver zones that we've created. You can click on this blue button down here that says Overlay Driver Zones. And what that'll do is that will superimpose all the driver zones that you've created. Now you'll see an orange button that says Remove Original Zones that appears in its place. And we'll go over that in just a minute. But let's go ahead and create a second driver zone for, let's say, Claire Jenkins. Let's give this a zone name, Claire Zone. And when we're creating Claire's zone, let's say we want to split up our delivery town into between 2 drivers. Let's say Claire and John, who we've already created a zone for. We can superimpose John's zone onto the map to use as a reference. So let's grab the polygon tool and let's draw another zone. Say in the Tempe area here. You can zoom in, but we're just gonna create this quickly here. Okay, now we've created a new zone, as you can see right below this zone in Scottsdale. But if we go to submit this right now, what it's going to do is it's going to save both of these zones. Now we don't want to save this first zone that we created because we've already created that and assigned that to John. We were just using that as a reference. So let's click this orange button to remove that original zone. You'll see it leaves us with the zone we just drew. Now, if we want to wipe this out and start fresh, we can click on Remove Driver Zone. But let's go ahead and submit this. Let's go ahead and superimpose the zones onto the map. As you can see, here's John's zone that we created earlier, and here is Claire's zone that we just created. Now, I'd also like to point out that you can toggle between driver and delivery zones. So if we want to overlay the driver zone here, we can do that. You can remove it by clicking on the red button. We can also toggle between delivery and driver. So let's say we want to superimpose all of the delivery zones. We just click on delivery and then go down and click on the blue button. We have created 2 new delivery tickets so far using the driver zone and the delivery zone. But we can also use the map zones we have created through the API or through a CSV upload. Let's go to the ticket uploader page where we can upload a CSV file which will generate new delivery tickets. Click on Uploader from the main menu. Before we get into the uploader, let's go back to the dashboard page and I want to show you how you can quickly reassign a driver zone. Let's click on the driver zones and superimpose them. And what you can do is you can click on the driver zone and you'll see a select field here with all of your delivery drivers. You can select a different delivery driver, let's say Andy Garcia, and you'll see that the map refreshes and now it's a different color. This color should match our driver Andy Garcia, as you can see over here. And if we click on it, we can see that this zone is now assigned to Andy Garcia. This makes it really easy to quickly reassign delivery drivers to map zones while staying on the dashboard page. Let's go back to the uploader. Now, when we upload delivery tickets, if you want to use SMS text messaging to send your customers text messages, you're going to want to provide the phone number if you're going to be uploading a CSV file. So you can provide the country code in front of the phone number, which we're going to see in a minute, or you can go to the settings page and from the default country code, select your country. And what this will do is it will prepend the phone number with the country code. But be aware that all phone numbers that are imported through the uploader or that come through the API will all be prepended with this country code. So if we have this selected that our country code is 1, which it is for the United States, then all delivery tickets that we upload through the uploader will have a 1 in front of the phone number. As you can see down here in this example, the phone number 480-222-3333 has a 1 in front of it. The plus sign you don't need, but if you do upload it with the plus sign, our system will remove it for you. So this is the CSV file we're going to be uploading. As you can see, there's 3 delivery tickets we're going to be uploading. And the delivery addresses are, the first 2 are in Scottsdale and the third one's in Tempe. So these first 2 should trigger the John Jones as the driver because they are within the John Jones driver zone. And the third one should trigger Claire as the driver zone since it's a Tempe address. And I believe these addresses fall within their territories or the map zones that we drew. Okay, so this option right here would allow you to override the date column. So like, let's say we want to choose the 28th, which is today, let's say at 8 p.m. Let's go ahead and choose this file and let's upload it. Okay, so it looks like it inserted all 3 records. Let's go over to the tickets page to check on those deliveries. And here they are, the top 3. As you can see, the addresses are in Tempe and Scottsdale right here. So this is Claire, and it looks like it worked. Claire was automatically assigned as the driver, and John Jones was assigned as the driver for the 2 Scottsdale addresses. And we can click on the details tab here to see the full details of the delivery. And as you can see, the details match up with what we have in the CSV file. I hope you've enjoyed the Map Zones tutorial. Please leave a comment or contact us with any questions.